Hey, 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 hey.
Harrisburg's first and only faith-based, community-driven internet radio station. Your choice. The Voice 17104. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, when of the blue skies go, poison is the wind that blows from the north and south. Yo, 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 mercy, mercy, mercy me.
Oh,
Jason
mercy.
A. Benefield, I see you're driving, so the A is for adventurous. What's going on?
Hey, 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 hey. I'm doing good on my way to Phoenix, Arizona. The A is for
Okay,
Arizona. Going to
okay, I
watch
see what you
my
did there.
nephew. Right? Absolute, absolute.
I see what
Going
you
to
did
watch
there.
my nephew play football tomorrow, his last
Okay,
game of the season. So just want to go and support him tomorrow night.
that's all right right there. That's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's good stuff. That's good
Absolute.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send, trying to share it with everybody, but just, you know how we do. So
Yeah, yeah.
we're missing the third wheel of this well-oiled tricycle, if you will.
Woo.
Taft, yeah. Taft is not on with us tonight. So Taft, wherever you are, whatever you got going on, holla back, holla back. We miss you, miss you. Let's say hello
Yes.
to my mom, Randy Massey, in Rock Hill, South
Randy
Carolina.
Macy. What's
Hey,
going on,
mom.
Mama Randy?
Thank you for joining us as always.
Yes,
And
yes.
so, Jason, a
Yo.
lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Don't even really know where to start. Yep, Mom, we see you.
Yes.
Don't even know where to start. So let's just start with how was your week?
Ooh. So my week is pretty good. Came back to a very easy going week this week. Not as busy as normal. Um, Finished off a class today. Ended it at their last event, but then also just came back home from Harrisburg, PA.
What? Say
I was
word.
in the
What?
house. I was in the house
Yes,
with
you were.
uh,
Yes, you
with
were.
Wendy and had a great, wonderful 2 days.
We did. We did. We really did. It's always good. Always good to have you there, and just to to see the things that are happening and what's going on. So we had two book signings this weekend. Two book signings, one at Heart and Soul bookstore at
Shout
5970
out to
Lincoln Town.
Heart and Soul. Shout out to them,
Yes,
big time.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. It was great. Ashley Bailey is
Yes.
the owner over there, and Shannon. Let's say hello to Shannon
Yeah.
as well,
Shannon.
because Shannon met us at
Yeah.
the door, all smiles.
Yes.
And what I think is really important to say on this one is that um, uh, it wasn't impromptu, but it was kind of last minute. I met Ashley, and I knew that you would be in town to do the event on Sunday, and so I wanted to see if we could fit in some time to do a book signing there, and absolutely we were able to do that. So that was amazing, and we were able to
Yeah.
sell some books, talk
Yeah.
to people, meet some people. Shout
Yeah.
out to Molly and Tori.
Molly
originally
and
from Minneapolis.
Tori.
Molly and
Woo!
Tori. We made some new friends. Um, we
Yes.
met we met Pamela Thompson, the supervisor
Yes. The
for Lower
supervisor.
Paxton Township. She came
Yes.
through and said hello. Don't remember all the
Yes.
ladies' names, but there was a group of ladies that came in and they were just hanging out for a girls' day out with the baby.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so we did that. And shout out always to my girl, Linda Kamak, who came through and held us down. Linda
Yes,
came through.
Linda.
She held us down
Yes.
on Saturday and Sunday. Look, if
Yes.
you want things
Yes.
to be in order and run smoothly, you need Linda.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, honey.
Listen, Linda. Let's say hello to Estrella Williams in Ohio. Estrella.
Estrella.
Hello, hello,
Sí.
hello. Así,
Sí,
así.
Estrella.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, what else? What else? What else? It was Sunday. We were at the Deluxe Lounge on Colonial Road. Is that Colonial Road or Colonial Park Road? At the Colonial Park Mall. And we met quite a few people there as well. So it was really good. I think Jason is frozen unless it's me. So I will just keep going until we get Jason back. Mom said, I love Linda. Mom, we do too. Linda is the best. You know, when you just meet good people, people who are just good people, it's an amazing thing. And, you know, you hold on to them. You kind of, you know, keep them in mind. So thank you, Linda, for all that you do. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? I don't know if I sent the picture to you, Minister Chris, but I had the opportunity Saturday night to hang out with my sisters of International Free and Accepted Modern Masons and Order of the Eastern Star, Sisters of Abigail, chapter number 197, of which I am the worthy matron. Minister Chris, I don't know if we can share that. If we can share that picture, I just sent it over to you. Um, if we can share that picture as well. And we had our Valentine cabaret, and our colors, of course, were red and black. And there is nothing like hanging out with your sisters and people who are like-minded and people who have your best interest at heart. So thank you to the Sisters of Abigail, chapter number 197. Special shout out to Elizabeth, chapter 127, and Vermeil C. Blake, chapter in Philadelphia. So it was really a good weekend. It was really a good week. We had a really good time. Um, just really a good time and an opportunity to share with each other. So I was excited. And then somebody say, and then, um, like the Super Bowl was Sunday. And how crazy is that? The Super Bowl was Sunday. And well, okay. So I'm in agreement with the majority of the posts that I saw on Facebook that said that the Usher concert was on Sunday and they played football at the Usher concert. I'm in agreement with that train of thought because that's what I felt it was. It was really the Usher concert. So, like, people are talking about what Usher did and all the things that he did. Um, Jason, I don't think that you got a chance to see the Super Bowl, but did you get a chance to see, go back and see the highlights or see the Usher halftime show?
Not as of yet, but I will say that I think people take things out of context so much and make up their own stories going on. If Usher filling up on another woman, number one, that's his business. But then number two, you wish you could have been filling up on Alicia Keys too. That's what that was all about. Okay, so let's call a spade on that one. And then also, let's just keep
Wow,
it
go ahead, say how
real.
you really feel.
Um, you're right. Let's just keep it real. I mean, it's all an act. It's all an act. you know, and you know
So
what?
you don't
He's going to
think
be
that life
he's trending
imitates,
big time.
you don't think that art imitates life a little bit?
So Usher is with Alicia Keys, who's supposed to be with Swiss Beats. So now her and Swiss
No,
Beats are not together no more.
he just got his feels on. That's all. He just got his feels on.
And you know what? God bless him. That's all I can say about that one. Okay, that's all I can say about that. And so that's all I said earlier. You wish you could have been on that stage saying this is a bad girl, and you know, so
Wrong song, but that's okay. Wrong song, but that's okay. Um, so we'll just leave it. We'll just okay. So I didn't have a problem. Uh, I didn't have a problem with their interaction, and I felt like it was a I felt like it was a show. I mean, I'm sure he got his feels on, but had that have been me up there singing, and I don't know, like Shaq or Idris Elba or something, I would have been in the same. I mean, because it's good for entertainment purposes. You see what I'm saying?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. So to just be all wrapped up, what? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, okay, you didn't see it, but I just want to state for the record, I clap for God. I clap for God. I was like, I didn't know CeeLo Green did a story with Usher. Did you see Jermaine Dupri?
Oh yeah, I saw his off. I see his outfit. That's hilarious.
First of
Uh,
all,
I haven't
uh,
seen that since my baby sister, especially the socks with the shoes. I haven't seen that since my baby sister.
I haven't seen that since my baby sister, and I don't even have a baby sister. What? Like that was crazy, crazy. I was like, I get that you want to come out and you want to, I get that you want to come out and you want to make a fashion statement. That wasn't the statement. Somebody, I don't think he ran that through Usher first, and it, that's kind of like women who get dressed and they get dressed up and they go out with their girlfriends and their girlfriend doesn't tell them that, girl, that does not look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. They don't look at them when they know they walking out in them high heels that they can barely walk in, and be like, go
Right.
back inside and change.
Put
Right,
your sneakers
absolutely.
on, girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, uh, Estrella Williams said, I would have hugged Alicia Keys too. I love her. And then she said, I have been hugged by Usher. I'm good. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Usher's short. I think he might be short though. No, I don't have a problem with short men. I'm not discriminating, but I'm just asking if he's short. Like, how tall is Usher? That's all I just wanted to know.
Is that what you just said? You said you're not discriminating?
I don't discriminate against
Oh, okay.
short
Okay.
men. That's what I said.
Okay.
Usher is 5'8".
Oh. Oh
That's
wow.
what the that's what the internet says, and it's got to be true.
You know what? I think that's about right because Usher used to come to Agape, and we used
Okay.
to sit in front of him with him, and I don't know who he's with right now, but with his wife at the time, and it was
Okay.
really cool. It was really cool to see him, and he be there. But yeah, he is. I mean, he's me. I'm 6'3", so I mean that's but yeah,
Yeah. You're how tall?
but he's a cool dude. 6'3".
Okay. So I was just looking here. Chris Brown is 6'1", just for people to get an idea. Usher is the same height as Nelly and Ludacris and Neo. They're all 5'8". Can you just imagine?
Oh wow,
Um, and not that anybody
wow.
asked, but Trey Songz is 5'11". Hmm, hmm, just nobody asked, but it was on here on the
Trey,
internet. So
is Trey's song still out there?
I just said not that anybody asked, but I don't think so. I don't know what happened to Trey. For a while I kind of confused him and Drake. I know they don't look alike, but they just kind of anywho. So
Gotcha.
anywho. Estrella said, I get men's fashion is trying to diversify, but everyone stop with the Kanye. With the Kanye,
Yeah,
what happened with Kanye?
I think I mean, I'm not totally sure what happened with Kanye, but I mean, if you just really look at his stuff, it's just really like it has absolutely makes absolutely no sense for me. The clothing, the shoes, those sneakers, those are. I mean, I just wouldn't wear them. I'm put it like that. I'm not gonna
Creepy,
speak. I'm not gonna do
creepy. Uh,
it.
she said LL is kind of short. Gnash thine teeth and bite thine tongue. No, LL is 6 foot. LL is 6'2". Yeah. Method Man, who by the way gets finer with age. And Jason, I'm sorry, you just have to indulge me on this one. Method Man is 6'3". Buster Rhymes, hey Trevor, is 6'1". Hey Trevor, how you doing? And Now see, this kills me because they got Queen Latifah in the list of heights, which is really wrong. But Queen Latifah is 5'10", and back to the short side, Coolio is 5'8", or he was 5'8". Ding,
He was.
Coolio is no longer with us, is he? Okay,
No. Coolio's gone.
okay.
He went to the gangster paradise.
You know what?
Oh, oh, oh.
You're wrong. You're wrong for that. You are real wrong for that. Uh, on that note, because it's only a 1 hour show. We got,
He was spending most of his life. Okay, I'm done.
you real wrong for that. All righty then. See, where is Taft when we need some balance when Jason is cutting up? When Jason, what do you do when the other co-host cuts up? Minister Chris, can we save ourselves, try to redeem ourselves, and do Family Feud before Wilhelmina Lancaster shows up?
Ooh, Lamina in that arm. Ooh, don't want that hand showing up. No, we don't.
Because Jason is driving and we ain't got that to do today. So if we can just so top four answers are on the board. You can yell out your answers where you are, but we won't hear it. And if you yell them out and we don't hear it, then I assure you that is the correct answer. Otherwise, put it in the comments so that we can recognize it. The question is, name a creature people are petrified of that starts with an S.
Start snake.
Snake. Jason off the top rope. Snake is the number one answer. Y'all just feel free to keep them coming. Keep them coming. So while we're waiting and while we're talking, you guys feel free. Estrella has snake as well. Feel free to keep them coming. Um,
Okay.
Feel free to keep them coming. Nisha Bip, let's say hello to Nisha Bip here in Harrisburg. Nisha does the balloons and
Hey.
for your the decorations for your what do you call it, for your events. Sorry, she does the balloons and decorations for your events. Nisha Bip, and she apparently knows a whole bunch of stuff because she said spider, which is number 2, and she said scorpion,
Ooh,
which is number 4. I didn't think anybody would get
yeah,
that
I was gonna say.
and so we're
Yeah,
missing just
I
one.
was gonna say
Estrella
scorpion.
said skunk. Skunk is not on there. It should be because I think that we should be afraid of skunks.
Hey, you missed that sound. That was Minister Chris. You missed the sound.
Thank you, Minister Chris. Boy, y'all take up for Taft all the time. Honestly, when Taft don't show up, y'all take up for Taft. That
On
is funny.
screen.
We have Minister Chris Thomas on sound effects on the ones and twos.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So also, I want to make mention back to the Super Bowl. Do you know that this Super Bowl, what is it, the LVII? So what is it, like 52, 53,
Yeah,
54?
50, 52, or something like that, I guess.
Let's see. Which
Yeah, look
Super
that up.
Bowl? I'm on it. Which Super Bowl? So let's go back and say that the final score was in
Yes.
overtime, 22 to
Yes.
25. Kansas City Chiefs won, and they're it is what it is. Let's see. So, here is the funny thing. What Super Bowl is 55? Well, I'm asking, is this the 57th? That doesn't look right. Yeah, the 57th.
Oh, this is the 57th? Really?
I think so. Who played in
Wow.
Super Bowl 57? The Chiefs became, no, this is 58. Yeah, thank you, Nisha. This is 58.
Wow.
All
58
that
years,
stuff
huh?
we did when we learned uh Roman numerals, and like, does anybody ever use them?
I had forgotten Roman numerals like it ain't nothing. I don't remember them.
I
So
think I can do 1 through 10 and maybe up to 15, because then it's, or
okay,
up to 14 or 15. I think I
okay,
can do up to 20.
okay.
Then that means I should be able to do the rest, right?
Yeah, you should be able to do the rest if you know how the other ones look. Absolutely.
Right. Okay, but I
Yeah.
don't. So,
Right.
but I don't. Or I don't. I posted something earlier this week that said, thank you for teaching me about a parallelogram instead of taxes, because that's really helpful during parallelogram season. So thank you for teaching me Roman numerals, and instead of taxes, how to do my taxes. So those Roman numerals are really helpful now too. Um, really helpful. So in fact, that's what I'm going to put on my taxes. I'm going to answer all of the questions on my taxes in Roman numerals. See
In
how that,
Roman numerals.
yes. Be like, look, y'all figure it out.
Let's see how that fares.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, hence the hand of Wilhelmina Lancaster comes back again. Anywho, before we go to the next thing, I saw a post. I saw a post this week, and it was about the Super Bowl. Andra Day sang the Lift Every Voice and Sing, also known as the Black
Yes,
National.
yes. Yes, yes.
And so someone posted
Yes.
about it, and I think I'll share it to my page, but it was just a bunch of foolishness, and that's why I didn't. But people were like, "There's only one national anthem. That's divisive. It's causing division." And then it got really ugly. And in a time and day where you wouldn't think that you would still see that kind of stuff, like this was the stuff that made up the civil rights movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right, right.
The comments and the things that people were saying, and I for hurt for a generation of people who, one, think that way, and two, don't know better than to keep your mouth quiet because someone else started going on their pages and their posts and posting them for the bigotry that they were saying. Nisha Bit put her fist up. Go ahead, Nisha, I'm with you. That's it, Black Power. So it was just really sad. It was really sad, and
Yeah.
this, of course, is not a comment about the Star Spangled Banner or anything. It's about "Lift Every Voice and Sing," which is a song that I think fits everyone. I don't care
Yeah.
who you are. There is nothing in that song that is untruthful, that says anything derogatory or negative about
Right.
any other group,
Right.
and it is also encouraging and uplifting. Lift every
Right.
voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. So
Yes.
just, if you don't know it, let me start here. If you don't know it, shame on you. Go find it, read it, learn
Right.
it, and memorize it. And as soon as you hear when you hear that, lift every, stand up, because that's what you do
Yes.
when you hear, oh, say. By the time they
Right.
get to every voice and
Yes.
sing, you should already be standing and your hat should be off. Just a little bit of national anthem etiquette. Um,
Yes.
say. And there, people were saying that one nation cannot have uh, two anthems, national anthems, and I disagree because
Yes.
one nation is is clearly divided.
Yes.
So that's how that works. That
Yeah.
was my soapbox. I'll put it away. What you got on that, JC?
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, you have to think about it. If this nation was really united as it says it is, I tell you, people that know that what's going on is wrong would step up and make sure that it's eradicated. So many of us
Yeah,
have power, and then there's more people, and unfortunately, there's more people that have more power that choose
yeah,
not to use it for the betterment of everyone because I don't
absolutely.
know if they truly understand that they can actually benefit from individuals not being killed, individuals actually working jobs, individuals actually, living where they're not feeling like they can't do what they need to do in order to survive.
Absolutely.
Everybody wins when everybody is able to live and survive. Everybody wins. So
Absolutely.
I don't know why I went there from the Black National Anthem, but I'm just saying, if you just really think
Yeah,
about it,
you're right. It takes you.
yeah,
You done, Rev?
yeah, I'm done. I think I'm passing some mountains, so I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's why I probably stopped. Yeah, I'm
No,
done though.
we heard you. I was ready to take up an offering. I just didn't know if it. I got my hand behind my back like the usher, and I'm ready. I'm on the Ursher board today.
The Ursher board,
I'm on the
yes.
Ursher board. Uh, I'm on the Ursher board. Uh, if I'm going to be an usher, though, I want to be one of those ushers that gets to march in, and do your
Yes,
turn and then rock
yes,
in. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the Ursher
yeah.
board I need to
Oh,
be on.
you don't want to be that one that holds on to the door so hard that people can't get in. You don't want to be that usher.
No, but I
Yo,
do. I will be the one that goes and puts your hand out to take people's gum and candy. Yeah, I don't. We don't do that. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah. You know. Anywho. Uh,
you,
I posted. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to be that usher, that man that don't never smile at you when you smile at him. You'd be like, "Hey, good morning, sir," and he'd be like,
I don't
"Act
think
like
you
you
can
ain't
do
there."
it. Yeah, I don't think you can do it right there. I don't think you can do it. You'll be like, "Good morning." In
All
fact,
right,
Jason, you greeted every person that came
I
through
did,
the door at the bookstore. Every
I did.
time you heard the bell ring, it was like Pavlov's theory. You heard ding, ding. You were like, "Oh, people to greet."
I did. Everybody that came in through that bookstore. Because it
Everybody.
was like you coming to the table, you coming to our table, you coming to see what we got going on in here. You coming to find out what we doing, why we here in this little tight space, beautiful tight space.
Uh,
You gonna get a book today. You gonna get a book
you
today.
finna buy a book today.
You getting a book
Nisha,
today.
Nisha said, "Laugh out loud, gum offering. I used to hate getting caught." Ugh. Yeah,
Come
yeah,
offering. And that's
yeah.
good.
Well, see, okay, so my issue is, and my mom will tell you, I don't like gum chewing, period, because people
Really?
make noise in their mouth when they chew gum and they smack. And if you smack or pop your gum, I'm done. Like, I can't take it.
What?
Yeah. So I don't really
Really?
allow, and I get nervous when I see certain people open or buy gum. I'm like, oh no, oh no. Yesterday I was at Giant, or was it yesterday or was it Monday? Whatever day it was that I had been sent to Giant to return some things. I was at Giant and there was there was a young girl, beautiful young girl, right? Like I'd have been like, hey, I got a son. She looked a little bit too old and too anywho, but
No such
beautiful
thing.
young girl. But she was chewing her gum like a cow. Like, and she's like, put your number in. And I was like, oh my God, I almost wanted to say, I'm gonna go get back in line and wait for someone else. Cause like I can't function like this. My mom, my mom said, thanks, mom. I just needed a confirmation. My mom said she is crazy with this.
Oh man, they used to really I used to
Oh,
really
boy.
be that type of one that wondered how they did that. Like, those ones that do that little pop, like they
Yeah.
don't blow the bubble, but they're able to chew it and they do that little pop in their mouth. And I used to always wonder, how did they do that? I want to
It's
learn how to do that little pop in
no,
the mouth.
no, you don't want to learn how to do that because it's air because they're smacking and saliva because they're chewing and the way they're chewing, their mouth is salivating and it's all in there and it creates a bubble and they pop the bubble in their mouth. That is so nasty. And then they're just I mean, all you hear that's anywho. Um, I also don't like smacking. With your food, I can't. If
Oh,
you smack
I
with
agree
your
with that one.
or if you get like food on the back of your knuckles or something like that, that's we're pretty much done here. Like, what are you doing? High fiving and eating your food? What are you doing? There's no need to have food all over your fingers like that. Anyway, I
On the
I
back of your
struggled.
knuckles.
I struggled in Nigeria because they had like
Mm,
you eat with fufu and you eat with
yeah,
your finger. And so they
yeah,
grab a whole ball of food and they dip it in the food. And so it's on their fingers like this. And then they put it in their mouth and they put it in their whole mouth, right?
yeah,
So I have like one, I'm left handed, but I have a theory. You only need to use like your three fingers. And so two fingers don't have to get in it, right? And if you use
right,
just the balls of your finger and get a little bit, you can drop it in your mouth and then you don't have to get it all over your fingers.
right.
So solve the problem for a whole country. Look at me.
Mm.
Um, my Nisha said, I hear other people are like that with gum, but I don't understand it. I love my gum, but I also keep my mouth closed. My mom said, I like this. She likes this because I'm airing out my OCD. Nisha said, I also hate when people eat with their mouth open and smacking. So we grew up and my mom will tell you it's true. Don't say I'm crazy, just say it's true or not. But we grew up where if you did certain things at the table, you would be excused in the middle of your meal. Like,
Ooh,
just excuse yourself. So my dad did not like, scraping the plate with your fork, like that means it's gone. Or
what?
with your straw, that means it's gone. Like there should be no signs. Like don't put your elbow on the table and you put your napkin in your lap. So when you asked me, you were like, you're not going to use a napkin. I was like, I'm not going to use one, but I have to put it in my lap because
Right.
you have to put your napkin in your lap and put one hand on your, you know what I'm saying? And you only eat with one
Wow.
hand.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, you need to run an etiquette class. No, I need counseling or therapy because
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's true. You need counseling about because that's a rant. Woo-wee. That's a rant if I ever heard one.
is it really? Is that a red flag?
No, it's not. No, it's not a red flag, and I think you're
Oh,
right. I mean, I believe you're right because I believe in proper table etiquette. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I don't suck my fingers in public. You
yes.
know, I'll
You have
do it
to
at
do it in
home.
private. That's okay. Uh,
Right, right,
so
right.
I need someone to go over to my mother's house and disable her keyboard because she said her father had issues also. Oh, wow. Mom, why don't you call me first or text me your
Oh
comments first,
man,
and then I tell you if you can put them on. No, you're fine.
man,
Nisha said, "Oh yes, ma'am. You better get up. My mom would excuse us for sure. Better not violate." She said, "No, no red flag, just manners." Thank you, Nisha. Thank you.
right, yeah,
And
yeah,
so I have in the past, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say because it's only a 1 hour show, but have in the past written on a little piece of paper, please throw your gum away or please stop smacking and just like tear the edge and like pass it over to the person that's smacking. Like I said, please, but I can't function like that.
yeah,
So I just, you
yeah,
fold
yeah,
it up and you touch the person in front of you, or, you're in church, you just pass over a note and they open it and it just says, please stop smacking or please throw your
yeah,
gum away. I think that's the
Yes.
polite way to do it.
Yes. I think that was very polite indeed. Instead of getting all irate and like, could you please stop that? Quit it.
Right. That's
You
part
know.
two. That's after they don't do it. Well, no, it's three. Part two is praise the Lord with that gum clapping. Don't know how you can shout with that gum like that. Part three is the irate part. Anywho, anywho. So I
My
don't know if
God.
I said this. Don't know if I said this because we have not said stuck to the script once again. But the Super Bowl, I don't know where we went with this, but they said it is the most watched television show in the history of TV this year, with 123.4 million people watching it.
Oh, that's weird.
Why?
Well, I mean, I get it because it probably could be because of Usher being the what's the name?
Right?
But then also I'm thinking like maybe um I think that's the only reason. Because I know that's the only reason why most women watch it is to watch the halftime show, not to watch the game itself.
They
So
watch the game. Not this one, but I I think a lot of women, I think, Jason, you'd be surprised at the number of women who watch football to watch the game.
mm,
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised.
I mean, okay, granted, I do know some that actually do watch the game. But yet, like lately, I have been meeting a lot of them that be like, "Yeah, when the halftime show come on, call me. I'll be in the
Well,
kitchen
that was
talking
for
and
this
eating.
game. Yeah, that was for this game. This was not, I don't think, a good matchup game.
It was horrible. I think it was a horrible matchup game. Honestly, I think the Bills would have been much better
Oh,
than KC
absolutely.
playing against San Francisco, and I think it would have been a more of a high score game with the Bills out there because KC
Absolutely.
take too long to warm up.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah,
I agree. I agree. So I
yeah.
just I just think that this was not an exciting game. Hence the
Mm.
score 22-25 and the fact that it went into overtime. It should have been a
Yeah,
blowout. One way
it
or
should have
the
been.
other, it should have been a blowout. Somebody should have been like, "We're not here to play with you," and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone should have been like, "This is how we doing it." Um, let's see. Nisha said, I have removed myself from dates for smacking. I can't take it. Close your mouth. Mom said, Taft has also passed me a napkin for my gum. Nisha said, oh, I love football, but the Super Bowl was trash this year. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. It absolutely was. So, um, don't know why I'm only seeing. Cool. So, anywho, lots of things happening this week. Lots of things happening this week. I asked a question on Facebook. What do what does the biggest game on TV and a mega church have in common, or the winning team of the biggest game on football being the Kansas City Chiefs who won, and a mega church have in common? And um, unfortunately, this week, in just this week, there were mass shootings at both.
Yeah.
Um, the parade yesterday for the Kansas City Chiefs, there was shooting. People, of course, started running. They said one person was shot, was dead, was killed, and 22, I believe, was the last count of the numbers injured.
Oh, so
Um,
it went up one. Okay.
yes, it went. I believe it went up one.
Okay.
And then um, Osteen in Joel Osteen's church in Texas, I
Yes.
believe it was,
Lakewood.
in Texas, Lakewood, Texas. Uh,
Yeah.
Police say Genesee Moreno entered Lakewood Church with her 7-year-old son on Sunday and began firing into a hallway, sending worshipers scrambling for safety. Two people were wounded in the attack, including Moreno's son, who was shot in the head and remains hospitalized in critical condition. Moreno, 36, was shot and killed by two off-duty officers working security at the Houston church, according to authorities. Um, it happened just before 2 p.m. They said it was between two busy services that they have. She entered the church wearing a trench coat and a backpack and armed with a long rifle. She pointed a gun at an unarmed security guard and once inside began firing. She did not reach the main sanctuary, however, was killed after exchanging gunfire with two off-duty officers. Um, so I'm wondering, so Moreno's son was struck in the head while a man in his 50s suffered a gunshot wound to his hip. She told officers she had a bomb, but authorities said that no explosives or hazardous material were found at the scene. It's first off, let's say our heartfelt condolences to um,
Yeah.
those who've lost a life, to the families of those who've
Yes.
lost a loved one, and our prayers and warm regards to those that were affected, those that were injured, to those communities that were affected. I cannot fathom what it would be like to um, experience something like that and then to turn around and to have that happen in your own backyard.
Yes.
It's not easy. I don't want to say it's easy. It's not easy to witness it from a distance because you can't imagine. Those of us that go to public events, those of us that go to church, you go to movies, like now, every time you got a child in school, you just don't know. And it's not easy to watch, but I just can't imagine what it would be like to have that in your own home, in your own community, with your
Yeah.
own family members and your loved ones, to hear something like that. We do know that the lady who did the shooting at the church in Houston, her son is fighting for his life. He's currently
Yes.
fighting for his life. And so we pray for him and for recovery for him because um, he didn't ask. He didn't ask for this. I mean, I don't think anyone asked for it, but this is a child. This
Yes.
is a child. Nisha said, condolences to everyone affected. So, I mean, Jason, what's happening? What are your thoughts? Where did that take you when you heard that?
Yeah. So first of all, again, when I read that article and I sent it to you, I was just like, man, she used the little boy as a shield initially. Marino did. That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's how he got wounded in the crossfire. But yeah, also, my spiritual community has metal detectors.
Mm-hmm.
So people can't come in unless they go through it. They have to have their purse checked, everything is checked. And that's mainly because of the our Jewish brothers and sisters who have been getting hit at the synagogues,
Right.
and the place that we have our worship service or our celebration service is in a synagogue right now.
Okay.
So we partake in the protection that they have as well.
Right.
So, what I'm finding very interesting is once upon a time, a place or area that used to be considered Switzerland has now been infiltrated by individuals that don't understand the code. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
code has now been broken, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
And we're coming to the point now where, you know, the word is not being kept and the understanding
Sure.
is not being kept. But another thing, though, is that, again, here we go, gun violence. Why is that the first thing to do? Why is that the first thing to think about doing? And what is it about that individuals just don't see that it doesn't solve anything because you're not here or you'll be locked up. It's like one or the other. It doesn't really, I mean, there's no benefit to none of this whatsoever. And,
Absolutely.
so, I'm wondering how everybody in the community and Joel Osteen's community is taking it. Also at the Super Bowl, I mean, because I don't know if you remember when Kumo D came to Buffalo for Juneteenth, and we were in the crowd. My sisters and my father and I, we were in the crowd, and so uh, you hear Kumo D about to start a song, and then all of a sudden he turns away and goes off the stage, and then all of a sudden you hear pop 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 like that, and then people
Yeah.
scattering, and it's like it's crazy because never in a million years would we ever think that we would ever be in the middle of something like that. So I can only imagine the amount of individuals that got maybe probably
Absolutely.
trampled or hurt, due to somebody's ignorance. I
Absolutely.
mean, we just really need to be smarter, and we need to get rid of the guns. Plain and simple,
Yeah.
because there's no real true need for them.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I do remember the year that they had the shooting at the Juneteenth. And first of all, Juneteenth in Buffalo, New York, is the second largest Juneteenth celebration in the nation. And it is the longest consecutively running Juneteenth in the nation. And I think this year makes like 48 or 49 years that it has run consecutively. So there was some time in between, and then it was before that. So this isn't just the 49th year, but it's the 49th consecutive year that they ran. And so this is a time where everybody comes out. Like you get your outfit ready. You're like, yo, what
Yes,
you wearing in Juneteenth? Like
yes,
there's
yes,
parties, there's cookouts. People who live miles and miles away are cooking out like it is Juneteenth, you know.
yes,
And much like I'm sure Kansas City was doing for their Super Bowl celebration.
yes.
And it says here that a personal dispute between several people erupted in gunfire at a packed celebration of the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl victory, injuring over 20 people and killing a mother of two.
Mm,
Nearly 1 million people were estimated to have been in downtown Kansas City on Wednesday when gunshots sent scores of people running for cover around 2 p.m. outside Union Station and Historic Depot. 22 people ages 8 to 47 were wounded by gunfire, said Kansas City, Missouri Police Chief Stacy Graves at a news conference. About half of the victims are under the age of 16. So you figure
mm.
22 people and at least 11 of them are under 16. Um, so the officers have detained 3 juveniles, but have released one who they determined wasn't involved. They're working with juvenile prosecutors to review investigative findings and determine applicable charges. One of the 3 people who was questioned by law enforcement was tackled by bystanders before being detained.
That's good.
Wow.
That's good.
That is so sad. Lisa Lopez Galvin, a mother of 2 and a beloved host of the Taste of Tejano, was killed in the shooting.
Mm,
Um, you know, just think, 2 things are happening. These children are being traumatized, or they are now traumatized for life,
yeah, yeah,
for life. Then the other thing that's happening is the kids that weren't there, that were traumatized, the kids that weren't there, the ones that weren't traumatized because they were there, are becoming desensitized because they keep seeing it and hearing it and seeing it and
yeah,
hearing it. And it's sort of like, oh, well, you know,
yeah,
it's sad. It's sad, and it's definitely scary.
yeah.
It's sad, and it's scary. And Nisha said, how old was the son? He was 7, the son from Joe Osteen.
Oh, from Joel
And
Osteen, yeah, he was
yeah,
7.
and
Yeah.
Joe Osteen said that he will hold church services on Sunday. And so there's a lot of people who have different thoughts about that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I, you know, uh,
Yeah,
uh,
it's amazing, like really trying to think of a solution, you know, and the
yeah,
solution is really, really clear, but yet, you have so many individuals that just rely on what they think they need in order to survive. But yet the
right.
thing is that, there's really truly no need for individuals to go into the woods to hunt food anymore, because all the food is provided for people in what they call the grocery store. Hello, somebody. It's a new thing.
Hello,
It's called a
somebody.
grocery store, and there's all kinds of meat, all kinds of fish, all kinds of vegetables. And if you like processed food, that's there for you too. So you don't have to
I
go out
thought
there
this
and try
was
to do it
a,
yourself.
I thought this was a vegan campaign. I really
No,
thought
this
you
is
were
not a
going.
vegan
I
campaign.
thought
Not
you
right
were
now.
going.
No.
Can I just go off topic and say that this weekend? So I should. This weekend I ate veganistically. How'd I do, Jason?
You did good. You did real good. Yeah.
I had vegan pizza, which I did
Yes.
not want it to be good, but it actually either I was hungry or it was really good. Um,
Yes.
I had vegan eggs, so it's not really eggs because vegan people who eat vegans or people who eat veganistically, I guess, don't eat meat or any product byproduct of an animal. Is that
Right. And
correctly stated?
right.
Okay, so
That's correct.
eggs
Yes.
would be off. So I had just egg, which was not egg at all. So that's a misnomenclature there. And then I had Beyond Meat sausages.
Yes.
And so I
Yes.
found that the sausages, and they're these big, huge sausages. It's not something you could just scarf down. You got to take your time, and you got to take your time and eat it. Then I
Yes.
had tacos. So
Yes.
can I talk about the tacos? So I was a little bit worried, and I ain't gonna lie, I had some hummus and extra crackers in my bag just in case the tacos didn't work out because um I got vegan sour cream because sour cream would
Yes.
be dairy. So I got vegan
Yeah.
sour cream. It's a little like gel. It was like shaky sort of. And but it tastes just like sour cream. I'm just redeeming myself because I talked bad about it. And then there was vegan cheese, which I don't know what it's made of, but it melted just like cheese. And Jason made the tacos out of jackfruit. Uh, it, Jackfruit, that big thing like that in the grocery store, and it's yellow or green maybe, and it's spiky. It's got spikes on it. Anywho, so I ate those Saturday. I ate some for the Super Bowl on Sunday. I ate some more on Monday, and they are gone. So I was a vegan for the weekend. I'm pretty proud of myself. Thank you very much, Jason. I did what I said I was gonna do. And then I baked chicken, made some collard greens with smoked turkey in it yesterday. Uh,
Oh,
Estrella said, Jason, before you answer this question, she said, what made you become vegan? Nisha said, you're supposed to protect him, not the other way around. Shameful. She said, how could someone use their child as a shield?
yeah.
And Estrella said, no respect. And then she said, holy ground. Jason, real quick, what made you become a
Yeah.
vegan?
Because of my marriage, basically. At the time, um, when I was married, when I got married, the person I married was a vegan, um, and said that at the time I was eating chicken and fish, and I was told that I had to be fully vegan in order to eat in the house. And so it wasn't no big deal to me, because just like how you saw about the sausage and the egg and stuff like that, when I found alternatives, I was good. I was good when I found alternatives. And so then it made it an easier transition for me. Now I'm pretty much more raw, like close. being more raw than I am with the processed alternatives. But yet though, yeah, I have been now vegan for 7 years, and I enjoy it. It feels good. It feels good to be vegan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was waiting
What?
for
What?
that burst of energy. You said that when you eat like a vegan, then you get a burst of energy. Now
Oh,
I
you
don't
like?
know that
Oh, yeah, I do. I do. I get. I have a whole lot of energy when I eat vegan. Absolutely.
I was
The
waiting for
especially.
mine. I don't know that that happened.
You don't think so?
I no, I don't know. I have to try it another time. I have
Okay.
to try
All
it
right.
another time.
Or
Yeah,
maybe be a little bit more consistent with it so that it could actually flow through your system, and then you might be able to see a shift, a change.
okay.
You know, you'll
So
feel a
like more than a
change.
weekend.
Yeah, most definitely more than a weekend. Yes, give it a
Man,
week.
that's like being on a diet and not losing all your weight the first few days. Like I'm gonna do
Ah,
the rest of the diet, but I just want to lose the weight up front. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that would make this much easier for me to keep up with it. Uh, at any rate, anywho, ha ha. So, Jason,
Yes.
uh, what's coming up next for you? What do you got going on?
Ooh wee. Right now, I'm working on another book signing in LA, um, at Baba's Vegan Cafe. So I am going to talk to the owner about that so I can properly promote it, you know. And then also I am looking to I have workshops created. I have to begin to implement them. So there's gonna be some workshops coming up that I'm going to be doing as well. So look out for that also.
All right, all right. Knock them out the box. Tell them what they won, Frank. Tell them what they won, Frank. As for this side of the nation, Minister Chris, I sent a couple of flyers to you for some things that are going on coming up here in Harrisburg. Um, we have on Sunday all small business gathering and meet and greet at Heart and Soul Bookstore, the bookstore that we were just talking about. Sign up
Yes.
for spotlight and volunteer opportunities, exploring and discovering your why. So Ashley has a group of small business owners coming together to network, to talk about what they're doing, what they figured out, ask any questions, and see how we can all help each other. That's this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Then next week on February the 24th, Hope Station's annual um, Cultural Black Festival. That is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Stewart Community Center in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Jim Washington Award. It's Black-owned businesses, food, music, performers, resources, and raffles. Please come and enjoy. I will actually have a table there. I will also be on the mic. We'll be sharing some poetry at this event. I'll have Randy's Chow Chow there. So if you are out of your chow, or you have not had chow chow, by all means, please come by and see us. And then the other event, we did have um, our schedules. We couldn't get our schedules together. So also February 24th from noon to 4 p.m., Nate Gadsden's Writer's Workshop and Life Esteem Incorporated present Amandala, a theatrical celebration of Black history at the Deluxe Lounge and Venue there at the Colonial Park Mall where we were. They'll have entertainment, vendors, and soul food, fashion show, and so much more. There are so many things going on in the community to celebrate Black History Month, to celebrate small businesses, to celebrate each other. And all of these things, if you'll note, there was no ticket price for any of them. No ticket price for any of them. Nisha, will you be at Nate's event on the 24th? I want to make sure that we give Nisha a shout out again. Um, and let you know to go check her out there on the 24th. But stop by both of them. Doesn't mean that you can't go to both of them. Both of them are free Freee. So please stop by both of them. Also, last question. The question was, what was the question? Name four animals that people are petrified of that start with an S. I believe name a creature people are petrified of that starts with an S. We had snake, spider, number three that was not mentioned, shark. Shark was
All
number
right.
three, and
All
then
right. Shark.
scorpion. Hey, listen, guys, we always have a ball, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the voice 17104. Special shout out to
Yeah.
Chris Thomas, who is always
Yeah.
us down. That's the guy right there. Look, if you want, see, that's right. The buzzer. I'll tell Taft you stood in for him. Guys, look, if you want to do a show and you have an idea, that guy right there is the guy to see. Minister Chris Thomas at the Voice 17104. Trust me when I tell you, we wouldn't be able to do all that we do without him. And he is certainly making it happen in the city of Harrisburg, surrounding areas. He's got New York City, he's got LA, he's got Philadelphia, he's got international. So trust and believe. The Voice 17104 is where you want to go. Jason, I think that's about it for me. What you got?
That's all I got. Just grateful and thankful. Grateful for you. Grateful for a great weekend. Grateful for all the people that came through to both events. Just really thankful to just help as many people as possible with my books. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Wouldn't have been the same without you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Same place, same time. See what I mean? See what I mean when I say Chris makes it happen? Quick James Lodge Williams. Yes.